Hello there, fellow summoners. M.O.D.O.K HT here, going into war number 5 of season 32. We still got unstoppable armor in play, and this war is pretty jam-packed for me, and this is the very first war that I get to bring my rank 4 thing to do some work, and he put in a lot of work. So let's jump into this. We are going to face up against Made in Brazil, MIBR, and yeah, this was a really fun war for me, but it'll be really interesting to see the result of this. So here's a quick peek at the map that we're facing. I'm in battle group 2, so this is the map that we'll be up against. And yeah, we got one assignment on mini islands, and we got a couple of the shared fights. So we've got a lot of work, 8 fights today for me. And then I got some pre-fights with the white Magneto. So we have Ghost, Corvus, and Hercules band. And yeah, my team, Thing, Torch, and White Mag. So first up, we're going up Path 2 in Section 1. Pretty common path for me. And we have this Dragonman on Strike, Counter, Fury, Power Struggle. Put on some normal boosts. Throw on a special attack boost for the science champs, and that's mainly for the third fight on this path. But we are going to get some benefit here because we're going to be following according to strike counter, not mix mastering, but just mixing up our combo to where we get in enough mediums and lights, and try not to get him to get too many of those passive furies. And I think the only thing that I maybe messed up on here is I didn't put on an invulnerability boost, which probably I should have done thinking back on it, just because if this guy got really stingy with his power, a special 3 probably could have taken me out. Maybe not. But in any case, we did take down that fight pretty cleanly. And we do use a lot of boosts this war. Next up, we have a M.O.D.O.K on Strike, Counter, Fury, Brute Force, Power Focus 1. We're going in with Thing, and basically the whole strategy for this fight is don't throw a special and parry heavy. So we're gonna just kind of parry and heavy. You know, I think we did a few hits there. You know, when the heavy is a 3-hit heavy, which is really nice, so you can start it under the stun, and coming out of it, it will take down that shield. And so, you know, I can get a fairly smaller combo after that initial knockdown, but we're just gonna play nice and safe. We got Torch on the team to give us the synergy for automatically converting those rock stacks into furies. And so basically every parry we're going to get 5 rock stacks, and that's going to convert into basically 5 furies until we cap out at 60. And yeah, as long as we can land our parries, which we missed one there, and we ended up getting tagged there, but as long as we can get our parries off, throw off the heavy, and the damage is still very good. And this is a rank 4 thing, so he's almost to max fury. He's at 47, 52, and I'm not sure if I throw off a special 3 to finish him off. Probably could have killed him off right here, but normally I just play it very safe, because if you do come out of the special 3 and he's not dead, then those passive furies, like one touch with no rock stacks, it can be quite brutal and kill you. So Thing, rank 4 Thing, doing his first fight, beautiful. Now we're going up on this strike, counter, fury, hit me I dare you, masochism, static defense node, and ManThing here is an unstoppable armor champ. I believe I'll have to look in the footage to see how much Mystic Dispersion this guy had. I don't recall it being too significant, but maybe it is. But we go and put on Liquid Courage and Double Edge. So we put on Suicides. Now, because I'm going to be activating Protection pretty much the whole fight, the poison from the suicide will heal me, because the protection is going to basically say, hey, you can't take any damage, but willpower healing will kick in. So at the very beginning, you know, we do take a little bit of damage, but yeah, and then every 10 hits, so this next hit, he's going to get an armor up, and that could potentially make him go passively unstoppable and stun immune. So the way that I deal with this is I just get up to 9 hits, and then we hit him with one quick hit, and if he does go unstoppable with that 10th hit that brings up that hit me I dare you armor charge, then normally he'll get pushed back. Now he can immediately retaliate you, just kind of like that, but I was able to dex out of that. You've got to be really quick on the trigger, and then you can see every 10 seconds he gets another armor up, and that one triggered the unstoppable. It's a 30% chance to trigger that passive unstoppable. So we're just kind of slowly building up our Furies. We got the protection going on. We're healing from that suicide poison. It looks like we're healing for 52. 52? No, it's 92. But yeah, and then we just got to make sure that he's throwing specials, that we don't get too many of those Pustel buffs on us that just start expiring. He can't nullify them, so yeah, it looks like maybe about 4 out of 5 MD. So pretty, it's a substantial amount. So we get enough of those Pustiles on us, or we trigger Dex and we hit him or whatever, he can kind of get out of control. We do not want this guy to L3, because that poison that he can put on, it's a fairly long duration, and then you'll have to get those protections up pretty much almost immediately when they fall off with a blocked hit, so that way you don't take this massive poison damage. Because if you look, this guy is at 99 passive Furies, so he is hitting super hard. Granted, the protection is protecting me from it, but yeah, we're gonna just wait out this passive unstoppable, and then I think we're gonna go in for a full combo into a special 3, and we finish him off. So overall pretty clean. The suicide masteries definitely help make this fight go a lot faster. Gives you some heal, gives you a lot of wiggle room, and the faster you can get this fight done, the better. So 74 hits overall, and we get that solo. We don't have any assignments on the minis coming out of section 1, but we are going to go and put on our normal mastery. So it takes about, I think it was like 127 units to put on the suicides, and then pull them back off. Worth it in my opinion. And then we're going to go up against this node 24 strike counter. Aspect of evolution, the EMP modification, burden of might, bubble shield. And so I was trying to go into that fight, and it just started to wig out. I had the 20% boost that I had from section 1 with like a minute or 2 left, and I was trying to put on some more boost and it wasn't working, so I just closed the app, put on a few more boosts. We put on an indestructible boost just in case this guy gets to a special 3. And thing is shock immune, so EMP modification doesn't mean anything in this fight. We just got to be really mindful of those bubble shield charges when we do gain a buff like that precision crit from the dex. That is going to drain our power, so getting off specials is really not going to be super possible, because I'm not going to be playing like a lot of block baiting and stuff like that. I don't want to build up too many of those charges, and we're just going to play out this Professor X. It's a pretty simple fight. Be mindful of those falters. Hopefully he throws a special to where in that falter you can just kind of counter it. He'll just sit there, and then you can just sit there, and then right when it's falling off, you can start your combo back up and get your in. And yeah, the damage from thing is decent enough. If I did block more, I'd be building up those passive Furies and enhancing the damage, but not the biggest concern. So there you do that whiff, and then you just wait, and there's always that opening. It's very, very safe to do that. And yeah, so now we're just going to bait out a few more specials. Aspect of Evolution is giving him quite a few specials to throw. And then we're just making sure that we kind of dash back and then he comes in with the medium, because that medium, you can parry. The lights are energy attacks, and can't parry those, so kind of give some space, have him come in, hit you with the medium, and you get that nice easy parry stun. We do take a little bit of chip damage here, but nothing too crazy. We're trying to get this guy to throw. I probably could have just finished him off, but I'm just being safe. Waiting till he throws the special 2. He's faltered, so we're gonna whiff, and then we're just gonna stand here, and then once it falls off, again, hammer. It's a pretty safe opening, and we get the solo, 70 hits to nothing. And then later on, we're gonna throw on some big boosts, and we're gonna finish off the rest of our assignment up to Mini Island. We have a 30% boost active for this one. We have a Apocaplypse on this Vigor Outlast node, and we're just gonna bring in Thing. Thing's gonna do the work. Special 2s with 20 rock stacks can put on a stagger that can actually prevent the Vigor heal if he happens to heal, which I think he does once. But once we start getting going, we're pretty much set. I did a power start 1 on this. I have green science boosts on, and you're gonna see, boom. Yeah, we just didn't do quite enough damage, but the stagger was able to remove that regen. So yeah, we're just gonna block these. It's gonna build up some of our rock stacks. Ideally, I could have been parrying all of those, but I was gonna not put in too much risk into that because I don't want to get a concussion. That would be bad news for Thing. And yeah, so he did get another heal. Not a problem. We're not fully ramped yet, but we're getting close. We're gonna block these. We get pushed to special 3, and then I think we launch off our own special 3. This is gonna do quite a bit of damage. Bit of damage. We're gonna come out fully unblockable. We're gonna have that extra fury from the special 3, so we push them under 50%. So Vigor is not gonna happen this round, and we're fully unblockable. Smashing them, and we're trying to get out one more special. We do. Do we hit him before? Yeah, we just get him under 25% before Vigor comes back into play, and then another big special 2, and boom, bombed. Thing takes out Apocaplypse. Pretty simple, standard Apocaplypse fight, and not really anything going on there other than trying to do enough damage to prevent that regen. And then next up, I could have taken this with Thing, but Torch was definitely going to be a faster option. We're not going to have on Nova Flame. We're just going to have the Incinerates on. I do have Max to spare, and we're just going to be doing short combos. We get energy attacks from Magneto, which is going to build up the smolder and the temperature. And yeah, just quick medium light mediums. Started with that heavy to kind of build up some extra temp. And we go into an L2. We do get a Fury from the synergy with Thing, so that does trigger Buffet. But because we had enough Incinerates on, the healing was blocked, and before you know it, Magneto is down, out for the count. And then last up on this lane, in section 2, we have a Guardian on the Strike Counter Combat Power Rate Buffet Chitinous Thorns node. So if you with the Chitinous Thorns, if they have an armor up, you will get bled. Thing is bleed immune. Thing is also immune to Buffet because he cannot be nullified, so I don't have to worry about any regen. I just got to take out this guy's health one time. Don't have to play around anything silly. Now, the one thing that I forgot about is that, you know, things specials can be unblockable with the 20 rock stacks, and Guardian, you know, can't block those. That's him blocking mutant specials. But if he does have enough of those force field charges, he can auto block just regular specials. And the one thing that I think somewhere in this fight, I throw a special. You know, I'm trying to manage the strike counter as much as possible so that I do not get any of the suppressions. And then I think maybe it's right here, or maybe it's this next one. I think I'm gonna try to get a special 2 off. Oh yeah, it totally missed the first part, but it was unblockable, so we were able to land that. We get some power back and we get parried, but I think this next special, the Chitinous Thorns, comes into play. I thought I was at 20 rock stacks, but the bleeds ended up dropping some of my rock stacks, and it made it so that it wasn't unblockable and caused Guardian to auto block. Yeah, right there. So I was thinking I was at 20 rock stacks, but I wasn't, because of the Chitinous Thorns was taking them away. Now we have suppressions. We're not going to get back to another special, so we're just going to play pretty standard, bait the special ones, and then just knock this guy out. You know, with all of those force field charges, I do not want to push this guy to a special 2, because if you happen to mistime it, you know, even though I'd probably just block everything, but if you just mistime that, it could definitely take you out just like that. So yeah, so we end up going up to this Mole Man, put on a white mags pre-fight on that, and I'm trying to think, we had Sherry take that one, and I'm not sure what champ did he use. Looking back, he used Professor X, so that's why we wanted the white mags on there. Yeah, and then here's my main event for this war for me. It's the SuperSkrull. This is the one that I did last war, except this one is awakened, so he's going to get that power gain, which is annoying. So we're going to heal up Torch to full. We have an invulnerability boost on. We got our science boost on. Nova pre-fight is applied. White Magneto guidance is applied. So the only way that I'm going to be able to put debuffs on this guy is a special 2 with the stun at the end. So we're not going to do that. We're going to hold our special 3s. And you can just see, until he gets that light blue icon, let me go see what that's called. It's the Cosmic Energy Overload. I'm just going to parry one hit. That's going to trigger the Fury. Then he's going to have that cooldown timer, and I just want to make sure that it resets before I hit him again. Otherwise, he can get an armor up, and then if he gets an armor up, he can pretty much go passively unstoppable and stun immune and totally just whack you right back. But if you build up the Furies this way, he can get that Cosmic Energy Overload buff up, and then you can just normally play him. We are going to alter our combos, watching out for the nodes armor ups as well. We get hit over here in the corner. That's all right. But here we get hit again with the heavy, which I don't know how to dex that in the corner. We are triggering some of that prowess puncture by repeating the same combo, which is not what you want to do, because the block damage can get pretty nutty. And we're in the corner again. He's about to heavy, and I'm like, nope, we're getting out of here. Finally, we do throw our special 3. It's going to give us some space. This is going to push him to, I think, his special 2. Or no, close to it. Maybe that was last war. Maybe he doesn't even get to a special 2 this time. Yeah, we're going to just dash in and then block. That kind of gives us some spacing. And then we're trying to parry light, parry medium, and that's going to allow us to bypass the combat deja vu. And yeah, this guy's just melting away. And there we go, we get the solo again. So Torch is a solid option there. It's a very patient play, but it works. And then last up, I'm going to showcase our boss. We had a Warlock as the boss, and Demps. Now he just kind of goes all out, doesn't really care about getting hit. Magneto, he's awakened. He does have the Horseman to get that initial unstoppable. And if he gets bled like that, he's going to be healing from it, at least when the infection is not up. And he's just trying to build up some prowess, because one special 3 is gonna light this guy up, and kind of had not the right spacing there. But now he's over in the corner. He's just charging the heavy to duplicate those prowess at 9, 18, and then one more 34. Does he go for one more heavy? I can't remember. He's getting smacked though pretty good. But this is going to showcase how good Magneto is regardless of getting hit in the face. There we go, 34. And check this out. Dead. Warlock just gone in an instant. So it definitely could have been played cleaner, but yeah. Now here is what I wanted to show. We only died once to their 4 times in BG1, but if you see those results that I'm showing here, we did not clear the map. And was it because somebody didn't show up? No, it's because somebody showed up, and it was after the boss was down. They were supposed to take out some fights, and they literally did not finish their lane. And it wasn't anything difficult. The assignments were sound. I don't know if this person was wasted or what, but yeah, that definitely contributed to our loss. I mean, we had already lost besides that, but really embarrassing, to be honest. And it was unfortunate because I don't like it when that happens, because we have to kick people, and I was an officer on duty and I had to give somebody the quick boot, and we had to get a replacement, and yeah, it was a nightmare. But yeah, so my wars had 8 fights, 8 kills, no deaths, 29 fights on the season, 29 kills. We dropped 7 spots to Platinum 1, number 5, to 2 and 3. Lots of points lost for not clearing the whole map, which was just really brutal. Here's the items that I used, which was quite a bit. Pretty expensive war for me, and it really stinks when you lose. Yeah, we added 3 fights to Torch, he's up to 8. We added 5 fights to Thing, he's up to 11. And yeah, we're beating down a lot of guys. Haven't died yet, hoping to keep that going strong for the rest of the season. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.